So today what's going to happen is we're going to finalize the top. So we're going to get all 3 coats of finish on it and do some other small parts for the dresser before we do the assembly. So with that said, let's get to it. So in the end I ended up putting 2 coats of mahogany, red mahogany stain on this oak top. On both the top side and the bottom side along with the edges. It just, for some reason, it just didn't look right, so I added a few more coats just to change the color. Now, I did do a test coat on the top with some water-based polyurethane, and it's really brought out the color in the top piece. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to coat the bottom and the edges. Now I've already sanded this to 320 grit after that second coat, so the surface is already prepped to go. So with that said, let's get finishing. So normally when I put finish on a piece, I'll be using a bristle brush, but I've actually come to like the cheap foam brushes. And the reason why I like it is that there's less shedding, so less hairs I have to find in my, my workpiece. And it does a really good job of putting finish in the end grain of the piece. So why is the end grain so important? Well, on a tree is designed to pull water from the ground to the limbs of the tree. And the end grain are those tubes that pull the water up. What I'm doing is I'm actually pushing finish into that space, and I'm letting it be absorbed by the wood. All right. Now oak, again, is very thirsty because of the way the structure is designed. You actually can look at a cut end of a piece of red oak, and you actually can blow through it and feel air through it. So it is going to require the full 3 coats to completely seal it. So you can never rush red oak finishing on a piece. Now, the other tips is you want to finish, especially a large piece like this, in segments. So I want to get from one end to the other in a nice, even coat. Because again, since the first coat is so important, being the foundation of your piece, right, you want to make sure you have a nice, even, clean coat all the way across. If I notice a dry spot in my finish, what I'll do is I'll change my brushing direction and then brush back with the grain. And hopefully that'll push enough finish in that space to create a nice coat. So again, if I notice a dry spot, I'm going to go across the grain and then come back and brush it in. Alright, now that everything's got a nice clear coat, what I'm going to do is what's called back brushing. I'm going to go back and I'll make sure all of the finish is pushed in the same grain direction. And now I'm going to check my edges, make sure I don't have any drip over. Excess material going over to the top. And now I'm going to put that aside in a dust-free environment like I did for the other parts. So what I'm showing on the screen right now are some ideas for the canvas drawers. So this is the last thing I really want some input on what you guys think. So there is the wire basket I'm showing right now. There's the standard canvas, the wicker. So what I'd like to know is what do you guys think about each drawer style? And I'd like you to vote on which one you like the most. Now that the top's dry, I'm going to sand it down with 320 grit sandpaper and prep it for the second coat. So we have 3 coats on our top. So next time what's going to happen is we're going to assemble the dresser and bring it into the bedroom. With that said, I hope everyone's staying safe and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.